To take programming to the masses, and what better application than data wrangling? I'm going to show you two demos of programming by examples. So consider this collection of email addresses in the first column. Suppose you want to extract the last name, as you see in the second column. If you were to do this manually, it would be very cumbersome. A more principled way to do this would be to write an Excel macro. But if you're like one of those 99% of end users who do not know programming, you would be stuck. So in Excel 2013, you can use FlashFill to automate this task. So all that you have to do is to give one example and press Control E. So what the system does is it generalizes the example into a program and runs that program on the rest of the rows to automate this task. Now in general, it is too good to read the mind of the user from just one example, as this scenario illustrates. So here I have a bunch of medical billing codes, some of which have a right bracket at the end and some of which don't. Suppose your goal is to clean this data by adding a right bracket wherever it is missing. If you give one example, the system comes up with the simplest generalization, which is to add a right bracket everywhere. Maybe this is what you wanted and then you are done. But otherwise you would realize that row 6 to row 10 are incorrect. You can fix any one of these, which is like giving a second example to the tool, and the tool can better read your mind at that point. You can use this to extract relevant fields from big strings. All that you have to do is to give one example. You can use it to do sophisticated tasks like extract abbreviation. You can use dots. You may not use spaces. You may print them in reverse order. In fact, the computer is actually generating a loopy program here. So this is my final slide. So what do you think I'm trying to do here? Extract the first letter, right? Here, maybe first two letters. First three letters. And what do you think I'm trying to do here? The first name, right? But let's say if I really wanted the first four letters, then I can give one more example and the system will do it for me. So the way the technology works is that it does not synthesize one program, but it synthesizes lots of programs that are consistent with the examples that the user has provided. And then it uses machine learning based ranking techniques to figure out which program is the intended one. And just to show you the power, this is my final example here. So here I'm trying to extract the initials. And the system is intelligent enough to figure out that the small f actually comes from the lowercase version of the capital F here instead of the other small f's in the first name. So now moving on to my second demo. No. So here is an assignment from a popular data science class at Brown University where the students were asked to take this Wikipedia marked up file and convert it into structured format as you see on the right side. And the instructor gave them an initial script over which they wanted to build this solution. We believe that we can do this in a much better manner. So here is that same file that I've loaded in this technology called FlashExtract, which is shipping as part of Powershell with the upcoming Windows release. So all that you have to do is to start giving examples of the data that you want to extract. So I've given one example of the Super Bowl championship name. Here is the second example of the Super Bowl championship name, and the system extracts it for you. You can even look at the program that got generated. So the system says that in order to extract this blue label, you consider all the lines that begin with DTS, and then you look at the lines before, and extract the string between the last occurrence of left bracket and the last occurrence of bar in that line. Now you might want to extract other fields, so I change the color of the label, and I give examples for the second field. And in this case, only one example suffices. I might even be interested in, let's say, extracting the winning score. Now, if I do that, you see the system didn't get it right in the third record here. I can give one more example to fix it, but what if this mistake occurred somewhere deep down inside the document? We provide another powerful user interaction model based upon active learning, where the system is going to ask you, did you mean this or did you mean that, whenever it feels that things can be ambiguous. So in this case, it actually guesses this right, and you can say, yes, actually I meant 16, so why don't you fix it? So if you want, you can go further and maybe, let's say, extract the name of the city where this championship occurred, and so on. So you can load this file into Excel if you wanted to, or you can take this program, that got synthesized and run it on other files with a similar format.